Greetings, it's Christine. It has been a while since I recorded a video. It has something to do with my family and me having summer break at the same time, so I wasn't able to. But finally, I have the possibility. I am by myself at home. So, um, this video is a corset review, and I am currently wearing a corset. It is a modern corset. And I am not wearing it completely correctly because you're supposed to have one layer underneath the corset. It has something to do with comfort, so you can wear a corset for a longer time period, but it doesn't really matter in this case because I am only wearing the corset for a minute while I'm recording this. And I do not wear corsets all the time. I usually wear corsets when I'm going out. So yeah. A really important thing to point out is that you don't need to own a corset to be goth. There are so many non-goths that love corsets, and if corset isn't your thing, you don't have to own one. Goth is a music-based subculture, so keep that in mind. So no, you do not need to like corsets. I like corsets because I am interested in fashion history and not because I'm goth. So yeah, I am subscribed to many fashion historians, people that are interested in that. So yeah, so I have several things that I have to mention too. I have written the review on my phone, so I will maybe look a little bit to remember what I'm supposed to say. I actually have over 10 years of experience when it comes to modern corsets, so I think I know a lot, but at the same time there's so much more I don't know. I was 15 years old when I bought my first corset in Barcelona. It was a school trip, and since then I have been hooked for corsets. I have mostly experience with modern corsets and not like the historical type of corset. There are several things to know. That a modern corset might not be shaped for your body type, so they might not be the best fit for you and the quality might not be best. It is actually recommended that if one really wants a corset, to have somebody who knows the craft of corsetry and let them take your measurements and make a corset that is custom. But if you don't have the ability or finances to get one of those, you can get yourself a modern corset, but you shouldn't be really upset if it's not perfect fit for you or best quality. I personally dream about having a corset that is made for my body shape, but I don't have the finances yet to do that. In the future, I will most likely get one. But that doesn't mean that modern corsets that you can get for cheaper price are always bad quality. There are actually some that make good quality modern corsets, but it's more of a game of chance. And I recently did some shopping, which I barely do other than band t-shirts. I went shopping with my family and I was able to buy some interesting clothing like a dress and a maxi skirt. My fashion is usually long maxi dresses with underbust corset or something like that, and I also like long maxi skirts with a corset. Like I'm currently now wearing is a corset, cardigan and a long maxi skirt, but the skirt is not visible due to the camera. but that's okay. I am quite picky when it comes to corsets. I do not like the metal buckles in front because they take so much time. I like my corset easy to put on with a zipper, of course, and nothing in the front like this one, other than decoration. Or maybe a zipper decoration. My favorite corset has one of those. I have worn a corset for many hours because I used to wear the corsets that I had to university classes, and when I was in high school, the one corset that I had, I used to wear it like this. I am used to it, but for some people they might get a little bit sore around the armpit region. Actually, I did mention wear a layer underneath the corset. This layer will actually reduce those armpit soreness that one can get. And also what really matters too is how you lace a corset. I am actually against tight lacing because it is a dangerous practice, it is harmful, and it's not a way to wear a corset. The women back in history didn't do that. They didn't tight lace, unless you were a rich person, because you would be able to sit for many hours. Like, it's not practical. Like this corset that I'm wearing currently, it doesn't feel anything around my body. So today I am reviewing two underbust corsets. I only had one underbust corset, but I decided to get another one because I use the underbust corset more than the full body corsets. It is more practical. So since I went shopping, I decided, yeah, I need more underbust corsets because this clothing would look amazing in one, and I'm always using the same underbust corset, so it's better to have more, so it's more variation and more looks. And I went looking online for an underbust corset that I like, that doesn't have metal buckles or anything annoying in the front. And I clicked on the E.M.P site, and I have this rocky relationship with this site. Some of the stuff there is quite nice looking, kind of the design, but I had some issues because of several purchases there, so that's why I'm a little bit hesitant regarding this shop. And I also am a firm believer that you don't need these big brands to be off. So let's dive deeper into the review. The first thing to mention is that I did adjust the lacing for both corsets. It is such an important practice because that way you can adjust the corset more for your body. It makes it better and more comfy for you. And the thing is, I personally do not like long laces. They are annoying. And also, since I do not tight lace, I do not need long laces. So I did cut the laces with scissors. I will confess to one thing though, it is that I did like the material that they used to lace it. It is not satin kind of material that this corset has, and that was the first time I had this kind of lacing, so I find it really interesting and I actually like that. It is interesting and really comfy to work with, so, and it's easy. And I did cut the residue of the long laces that I cut, and that's actually what you are seeing here and here. This is for the alternate corset, and this is for the neon green. So, alternate. This is how it looks like. It has a zipper and these interesting things. I don't know what they are called, but what I did like with this corset, it is the zipper, because I am so drawn to zipper on the front. My favorite corset has that, and so when I saw that this has a zipper, I was like, yeah, definitely something that I like. And what I also did like with this corset, it is the fact that the corset is made of cotton, and I am quite into cotton as a material. It feels comfy. I personally like cotton, linen, and viscose. I don't know what's that in English. Oh, I really like that. It is also natural fiber, made of like bamboo-like material. I really like how that feels, but I don't think that's a material one will make a corset out of. To be completely honest. Okay, so when I got this corset, I was seriously struggling to put it on. It felt uncomfy, and I felt like I had wasted money. The thing that really bothered me was when I was trying to put it on was this weird fold that is covering the lacing. The reason why was because when I was trying to put it on, this part will like be like this, and it will annoy me in my back. So what I decided to do was relacing, and that helped so much. The thing is, I had to relace it twice with different methods. The corset did fit me, but at the same time it felt a little bit too tight, and my back pain when wearing the corset didn't completely fade away. So I decided to relace it again. When I did relace it again, it did feel so much better, and now it fits, and this kind of fold, it doesn't bother me anymore, and I can adjust it without it being annoying. I do confess that this corset alternate, it does take more time to put on than this corset that I'm currently wearing, but it's okay. When I know I'm gonna wear this, I have to take more time and start preparing myself earlier, so I will not be late for whatever. And the bones are made out of synthetic whalebone, which is plastic obviously, or something like that. And the corset did seem like decent quality, but time will tell how good it is, and I don't know yet, but it seems like it. I confess that this corset can end up as one of my favorite because how it is built. Like, it has a zipper, it doesn't have completely annoying lacing, and it doesn't have buckles so on the front, so yeah, it could be a favorite of mine, but time will tell. So this corset has potential and I do not regret buying it. I could maybe recommend it, but I am not completely sure. We can jump to the second corset, which is neon green. I confess that I was more interested in the alternate corset than the neon green because of the material and how it looked. The neon green looks like this. It is made out of PVC material, has decorated lacing in the front. Neon green decoration. It has a zipper and the back. I searched corset on the E.M.P site and this popped up. What got my attention was the design and the material. It is PVC again, and I have always wanted to wear a PVC corset and own a PVC corset to experience it, so I can have an opinion regarding that. So when I saw this, I was like, I really want that, but I was uncertain because I didn't know if this would be worth the money, if it's a good quality PVC corset. There were two corset options. One was an underbust and one was a full body. I had to decide which one I wanted, but I did end up picking the underbust because of the design and practicality. The thing is, this is easier to style and wear and of course to clean. So that's why I chose an underbust. With the full bust you have to take consideration to the armpit region, and that can be a little bit difficult, and PVC is not the easiest material to wash. You have to know how to clean PVC. I will not necessarily need to clean it that often, but with a full body you will need to do that. So the thing is, the PVC is outside and inside there is more of a cotton material. So that's a interesting twist in my opinion, and maybe it is necessary to have that for PVC corsets. I am not sure because I do not own one until now. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this one lasts. It has synthetic whalebone, just like the alternate corset, but I do think that the corset is a little bit stiff. The stiffness, it is more bearable for the front and annoying at the back. It can feel uncomfy really quickly, so I do not think this corset is something that you will wear for so many hours until, for example, daily work, but it might be okay for a few hours in a golf club or something like that, which actually fits me because I sometimes wear corset when I'm going to a birthday because I know I will not be there for too long. The boning that hurt my back when I was wearing it got better because of relacing. Again, I was able to shape the corset more to my body. I would not recommend this for waist training or something like that. It is not the corset for that. So if you're thinking about looking tight lacing and still wearing PVC, this is not the corset for you. Don't do it for that. I would recommend using an actual waist trainer for waist training things, so don't do it with this at least. When I first tried it on, I was so annoyed and I hated the corset. It was nearly at the bottom of my corset list. There is one that is at the bottom and I was so angry and I ended up throwing it away, and it was one with metal buckles in the front, which actually made me hate those. And it's the same issue. It is this fold that really annoyed me because it kept doing this because of the lacing, incorrect lacing and bad lacing. It got better with the first relacing. I was able to put the corset on really quickly with the zipper, but it was still not that comfy in the back, so I decided to relace it again, and it became so much easier to wear it. Now I actually do not dislike the corset anymore. It is not that bad in the list. It is a little bit higher and it is bearable. So the question is the corset worth the money? The answer to that would be yes and no. I think it is possible to find a better PVC corset on Etsy. Somebody who is actually trained and educated regarding corsetry, and somebody who's worked with PVC material more than this one. To be honest, those are there. You just have to look. The design of the corset is so unique, which is something that they should get props for. Like green, it is so unusual. I look at corsets online. I like looking at them. I can do that for hours. But I have not seen a corset that looks like this. So it is really interesting in design, but practicality. So yeah, that was that video of me just talking about corsets. So thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.